Bad Luck and Magic is a portal into self-discovery and alignment. I'm your host, Mal Burden, a cosmic life coach and fellow soul navigating the human experience. Every week, I'll give you an astrological forecast of the vibes for the week ahead so you'll know exactly what to expect when it comes to your emotions, relationships, career, and more. And every month, we'll hear from a local baddie as she shares her unique journey of self-discovery and aligning with her passions despite the challenges along the way. Now grab your favorite drink and get cozy because, honey, we are about to uncover the magic of the unknown. Let's get it, boo.
This is an ASMR version of Bad Luck and Magic. God bless you if you're here listening. Okay, I don't know if you heard last week's episode. I didn't do a YouTube last week, but my throat, my voice sounded crazy. I sounded like Miley Cyrus. And I had the flu. So, anyway, I'm just getting over that. And I'm starting to feel normal. But clearly, there's still stuff going on. So, whatever. I'm going to be whispering. Because you need to get the message about what's going on this week. Okay, so let me just do like a little overview of what we got going on this week. Okay, so Monday, January 13th, we are starting the week with a full moon in Cancer. Now, remember, the moon rules over Cancer. So every zodiac sign has a planet that's like their bestie. And the moon and Cancer are best friends, okay? They mean the same thing. They're all about emotions, intuition, creativity, like things that are underneath. It's all about like home and family you imperfect and how you can embrace that more. Because it's really your superpower. Okay, moving into the bad luck and the magic of the week. So, the bad luck, of course, we can always turn that into magic. So, when we have the full moon in Cancer, the moon is going to be conjoining or getting your career and your public image. Taurus, you're learning to express your emotions differently when it comes to your communication and your local neighborhood. And you are gaining strength when it comes to your spiritual journey and maybe travel. Gemini, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to your self-worth and your finances. And you are regaining power when it comes to your vulnerabilities and your personal transformation journey. Cancer, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to who you are and your personal goals. And you are regaining your strength when it comes to your closest one-on-one connections. Leo, you are expressing your emotions in a new way when it comes to your healing journey. And you're regaining strength in your daily habits and rituals that tie back to your health and wellness. Virgo, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to your hopes and your dreams and your friend groups. And you are regaining strength in your creative projects. Libra, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to your career. And you are regaining your strength when it comes to your home life and your family. Scorpio, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to your belief system and your spiritual path. And you are regaining strength when it comes to your communication with other people. Sagittarius, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to your personal transformation journey, but also other people's money and debts that you owe. And you are regaining your strength in your financial world and material possessions and self-worth. Capricorn, you are expressing your emotions in a new way when it comes to your closest one-on-one relationships. And you are regaining strength and power when it comes to your self-image and your personal goals. Aquarius, you are expressing your emotions differently when it comes to your workplace and your daily habits. And you are regaining your strength through your healing journey and your subconscious beliefs. Lastly, Pisces, you are expressing yourself differently when it comes to your creative projects and your sense of pleasure. And you are regaining your strength through your hopes and your dreams and your friend groups and the communities that you're a part of. Hell yeah. Okay. Yes, we've made it this far. We're almost done. So, only 2 things left. We have Tarot of the Week, and I've already shuffled these. I would like for you to choose a card. One. Hold on. also saying too, you can still be grateful for the opportunities. You can still have gratitude, and you can still have gratitude for the opportunities that are coming your way. But honestly, you don't have to accept something if you aren't vibing with it. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, next. Card 3. We got 8 of Pentacles. Look, honey, you at your desk, you putting in work. When we have 8s, this is all about authority and leadership. And this is where we are starting to see the progress from all of our hard work. Like, Pentacles are all about finances, material possessions, and health. So you may notice that you feel more abundance this week, and you may feel more in control and more in power because you have been showing up week after week after week and putting in the work. Like, the abundance that's coming to you is because you have been putting in that work. So congrats to you, and keep up. Keep up the hard work. You got this. Okay, moving on to the last part. Okay, for our soul care inspo of the week. Number 1, support your lung health. Okay, the flu is going around. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Don't fly. But also, something I did this week or yesterday. I've been sick all week. There was my hair was everywhere. Pepper's hair was everywhere. I was disgusted. So I started dusting. I vacuumed. I washed my bedding. I washed blankets, and I replaced my air filter. Like, dude, last year I only replaced my air filter like 1 time. Like, that's gross. So anyway, do your little lungs a favor and don't end up like me, and just take care of your shit. Take care of your shit. And honestly, we always sleep better. We always sleep better when we got clean sheets on the bed, you know? Okay, 2, treat yourself. Treat yourself. We have an aspect this week, Venus square Jupiter, and it's asking you to treat yourself, okay? So, you don't have to spend money, but you can spend money. You can show yourself some extra love by just doing what makes you feel good. Like, do something that makes you feel special and pampered. Like, honestly, sometimes I think back to like what would make me feel special if I was a kid, right? And that, for me, doing my nails, okay? Schedule a hair appointment. Go thrifting for a new top or new pants or whatever. Again, you don't have to spend money, but do something that makes you feel special and pampered because you deserve it. Okay, number 3. Create your signature look. So this idea of creating a look that's unique to you has really been inspiring to me lately. And it's all about kind of going back to the Aquarius season thing. It's all about recognizing what makes you quirky and unique, and also like what you're genuinely excited and curious about and inspired by, and just feel like yourself, you know? I totally, like, when I look good, I feel good, you know what I mean? And when I look bad, honestly, it pisses me off. So what I'm saying is, when you're creating a signature look, like, what colors do you feel your best in? makes you feel the most like you. And it's just like, do more of that. Do more of that. And especially as we start to get into spring, it's a great time to go through your closet and donate or sell anything that just isn't resonating with you anymore, or you haven't worn in a while, or maybe doesn't fit you like you want. It's time. It's time, okay? We're in our incubation stage right now. We are in our cocoon. Come spring, we gonna let ourselves fly, okay? So create your signature look. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got, okay? I really appreciate you being here. Truly, I know this ain't ideal, but whatever, I'm showing up. And you are too. So, I hope you have a good week. Hey, listen, if you go to the Cosmic Club, which is in the show notes, you can check out the full moon in Cancer details, okay? I wrote all about it. I gave you a horoscope. There's also journal prompts. There's also a tarot spread. There's also some rituals. So don't sleep on it, honey. Go get ya full moon in Cancer. Right up. Go check it out. I'm serious. It's good. And then also, if you're in the Cosmic Club, you literally get more detail on these astrological insights each week. It goes way more in depth, okay? And what else? Also, if you're in the Cosmic Club, you get the Aligned as Fuck guide for free. And that's a guide that I created. It's 4 different parts. It's like 20-something pages. But it's a guide to help you reflect on 2024, get realigned for your year ahead, and figure out where the fuck you're going. You know what I mean? Like, I know your time is precious and your energy is precious. So, let's be intentional with how we're spending our year while still being compassionate